Hey everyone, my name is Yarri and you're watching Yarriis Take, the podcast, where I keep everything raw, uncut, and educational. In this podcast, I hope to reach out to people who are ready to wake up and heal from generational trauma. Stick around to learn something new with each and every episode and see the world through my take. All right, who is Yarri? I'm Yaren. I go by Yarri. That's my nickname. Please don't butcher it. I'm a student here at Delaware State University. I'm 23 years old. I'm a Scorpio. I feel like, I started this podcast because I wanted to reach out to people who can relate to me. I was born and raised in America, but, even though I was born and raised in America, I don't claim America. Like, I just live here. My home was very ethnically Turkish. I was raised very Turkish, and my parents sheltered me like that. I'm not saying that in a bad way because I thank them every day to the way they raised me. But, growing up as a kid, that was a lot on me, like from moving from place to place and trying to fit into every school. I felt like I just didn't fit in wherever I went. And even when I lived in Turkey, I felt like I couldn't fit in with the Turkish girls there because I was too American, or here I'm too Turkish, and everywhere I felt left out. And with America being the boiling pot that it is, I know there's a lot of people who can relate to this, and I just wished as a young girl where somebody was out there telling me it's okay to not fit in. It's actually even better, Once you stand out, standing out is not the worst thing in the world. It shows personality. It shows authentic. It just shows who you really are instead of trying so hard to fit in with this society that you don't even belong to. You can make your own society, your own community. And that's kind of why I'm here. I'm trying to reach out to my community, to people who can understand. This is not specifically for Muslims or Turks. It's to people who felt left out in a certain society and couldn't find their people and tried their best to, be who they're not. And I wish I could tell 13-year-old me, you don't need to do that. You will find, once you start acting like yourself, you will attract the people who are meant for you. Now, when it comes to Yarriis Take, why am I starting this podcast? Why are we here? Why are you here? Why are you watching this? It's not going to just be about me. I know it's called Yarriis Take. I'm not going to be talking about myself all the time. This is just me introducing myself to you. So you guys know who I am. I want to know who you guys are. Make sure you interact with me in the comments. I don't want to just be talking to myself. I want to be able to have a conversation through my audience. And, I'm always up for a good debate. I want to get to know who you guys are as well. But my main purpose with this podcast is there's a lot going on in the world. And I feel like America specifically is living in a dome. Nobody ever educates themselves about what's happening outside of America or even inside America. Nobody knows what's going on with, political issues or minority issues, Muslim oppression, or even anything the global issues. The world is dying and nobody seems to be talking about it because everybody wants to know what's trending. Everybody wants to know what celebrity broke up with who and who is divorcing who. That's not important. So if you're not ready to wake up and heal from your generational trauma, this podcast is probably not for you because I'm going to be keeping it as authentic and as woke as possible. I don't want to be spreading false information as well. I don't want to mislead anybody here. I definitely will be doing every research possible before you guys come and watch my podcast. I just want to spread awareness towards any minority issues, any Muslim oppression, spreading awareness about how to save our earth, how to save our society, how to make sure, you as a person are healing. I'm very spiritual and, I'm on a religious journey as well. I'm Muslim. I'm trying to do better as a Muslim every day. And I feel like there's a lot of people who live in America and have a hard time connecting to their religion because they're so worried about fitting into this American culture. You don't need to fit in. It's okay to stand out. And I just want to hold your hand through that. Let's do this together. Let's go on this journey together. Like I said, if it's not that I want to be rude or, I'm going to hurt anybody's feelings, but we will be talking about heavy topics on this. So I will always put a trigger warning. If it's sensitive to you, you may not want to get into it. But if you're not ready to wake up from this matrix, this podcast is not for you. But if you do want to stick around, you don't always have to agree with what I'm saying. Everybody can agree to disagree. I love a good debate. I love talking, going back and forth with people and meeting in the middle. And even if we can't meet in the middle, you can educate me about something or I can educate you about something. The whole point of this is to educate each other and help each other be better than who you were yesterday. Now, that's who I am, and that's what Yarriis Take is about. I hope you stick around to see more because, like I said, we will be coming here with great information, spreading awareness about so many things. And don't forget to subscribe and follow us on Instagram.